Hello, this is Micah, driving 2009 Ford Fusion. It's got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. I think it makes about 180 horsepower. I don't know if it's direct injected or not, but there you have it. I think it's got a pretty attractive interior styling. It's just enough shiny bits. It's all plastic, of course, but the top here, all this along the dash is kind of a faux leather. It's plastic, but it's kind of a rubbery, kind of an organic feel to it, and it feels pretty nice. I mean, it's not as nice to feel as real leather, but it's a hell of a lot nicer to feel than, shitty plastic from 10 years ago. Pretty much everything about the car is really quite upscale, modern. You notice the gauges are backlit and glow. You can see them glowing like that even in the daytime. The sun's kind of going down right now, low light. Modern without being too angular. As you can see, it holds lots of junk food. That's my iPhone there. It's got a app going right now called iHUD, which shows you, HUD is an heads-up display. It shows you your course in degrees, altitude, your speed, and the time. It uses the GPS unit in the phone. It looks like you can't see it that well, but it's pretty cool. And the speed is really accurate. It's been right on the money. I've been confirming the speed back and forth of the speedometer, and it seems like the same. If anything, it reads a mile or two faster. Slower than what the speedometer is saying, and that's real common these days, right? I mean, every time I read about a car magazine review of a car, and they double check the speedometer with a radar gun, the speedometer always reads a couple miles fast. So I think the iPhone's GPS can tell what speed you're going really accurately, and it's nice to see what not just that you're heading in the southwest direction, but the exact degrees. Right now it's 226 south by southwest. So yeah, what else about the car? Good visibility. One thing I don't like about a lot of modern cars is how much the windshield space and the side windows have shrunken. I don't like that. I like lots of glass. This car has good glass, even though it really doesn't look like it does from outside. Apparently they brought the corners out a little bit so you can actually see. And that is a big deal to me. Plenty of room back seat. It's classified as a mid-size car, not a full-size car, not a compact. It's mid-size. It's plenty roomy. The seats are not made for enormous people. I like that. They've got pretty good side bolstering. Decent depth to the buckets. All the controls are easy to figure out. I didn't even spend any time pulled over figuring out how to work the air conditioning and how all that shit works. It all just seems to kind of work intuitively. I like that. I measured the interior sound level at 70 miles per hour. It's right around 70 decibels, cruising at 70. And that wasn't even on the smoothest of roads. I think if I was on a brand new road, it would be more like 68 decibels, 67, something like that. So it's adequately quiet. But it also lets the chassis. I like the chassis. I like it's talkative. You can feel the road. You can feel the textures. It blocks out most of the sound, but you can kind of feel with your ass. You can feel the texture of the road coming through at your fingertips in the wheel, and also with your feet on the floorboards. It lets just enough vibes come through when you're cornering or when you're hauling ass and you change road surfaces. You really know it. You know, if you're going through a corner and there's some bumps or there's some patches of rough pavement or something, you know it. I like that. I don't like a car that isolates the driver too much. Uh-oh, expect 15-minute delays. Oh no. I'm on Highway 44, pretty close to Lassen National Park. Heading west on my way to Washington. It's a rental car. Fuel efficiency. So far, 35 miles per gallon. And I haven't been taking it slow. I've been been driving about 65 or 70 the whole way. So this little 4-banger, and it's fast. I mean, it's probably 8.5 seconds, 9 seconds to 60. Maybe a little better. Perfectly adequate. I've had a few uphill freeway on-ramps, no problem. I've had one uphill passing maneuver, no problem. One time I had to pass about 5 cars and a semi-truck, no problem. Cars these days are powerful, man. And it's just a little 2.5, but it's fine. It's really totally fine. And for getting 36 miles per gallon on average for a big car like this is a real treat. Oh, the brakes feel good. The brakes are very powerful. Not a lot of feel. I kind of like it when you stomp on the brakes and you can kind of feel a certain texture to the the brake discs, as the pads bite down, you can kind of feel that in your foot. On this car, you can't feel anything when you hit the brakes, but the brakes are powerful, and you don't have to hit them very much before they slow the car right down. I like that. I like the power to them. So yeah, what else is there? The steering is rather light. Again, I like that. It's very precise steering. There's quite a bit of body roll. I think if this was my car, I'd leave the spring rate alone, but I'd add some aftermarket sway bars, and I might even upgrade the shocks. A little stiffer shocks, stiffer anti-roll bars, and good to go. Overall, it's a nice car. If you find one for a good deal, I recommend you test drive it. All right, signing off.